Alright, hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another live stream. Excuse me for being so late, shouldn't have been, but I'm still glad that we can all be here. Hopefully you are doing well. And who do we have here already? Hey there Arch, welcome back to the stream, how are you doing? You too Norai, welcome to the stream, how are you doing? And you too Salmon, welcome back to the stream, how you all doing? No, the stream wasn't supposed to start this late, my bad. Hallo Omni, kannst du Deutsch? Also, mir egal, wir können auch uns auf Deutsch unterhalten. Hopefully you're doing good, Arch. Hey there Vera, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? And I suppose I can already say hi to Philip as well. Of course, he's also always welcome to any stream of mine. More than welcome. But yeah, enough chit chat. We are here for that one, or maybe two square shiny Feebas. So let's do, or let's try that one. Alright, so that wasn't lucky, even though let me check something really quickly. This is where the this is the German Ruby cartridge where the Latios is still, the shiny Latios is still roaming. And I mean, this is not a Latios stream, to be fair. This is a square shiny Feebas stream, but okay, maybe if he was on the same route as I was, maybe we could do something. He says hi. You sound German. I am not German myself. I am a national Luxembourger, so I am from Luxembourg. I was born and raised here, and we have our own language. We speak Luxembourgish, which is a German-derived language. So it is its own language. It's not like a dialect or anything. We have different grammar and all, but of course it being related to the Germanic family tree of languages, that obviously, I mean, I do agree with you, Norai. You can kind of hear some kind of German accent out of my speech when you hear it. At least I do think so in myself. I also hear, I can sometimes with high accuracy guess who is a German speaker, or sometimes who's an Italian or French speaker, when the way they speak English. Italians, for example, are especially easy to distinguish, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because in Italian you don't really have consonants ending, or words ending with a consonant. You more than likely have consonant, vowel, that kind of structure. So when they talk like this with the vowels at the end, even though they don't exist in the English language, or sometimes in the German language or another language that they might be speaking, then the odds of them being Italian are very high. And when they have a very specific speech melody, Germans especially have a very specific speech melody. Sometimes you can hear it like that. Or the way they pronounce W or V's. Or especially the way they pronounce words like adventure. A German person maybe pronounced it as adventure, even though that's not really correct. It should be adventure. Sometimes I misspeak like that as well. It's because in those languages the V and W are pronounced differently. And then you kind of in that speak that language mode, and you gotta switch in your mind. Bred a bunch of Torchics with Baton Pass. Oh, nice. Thanks to Marwile, and transferred one to Pokemon Sun. He has a plus attack minus special defense, which is actually better nature than her mother's. What is her mother's nature? And thanks to whoever gives me all the hearts, I appreciate it. Oh, you're Scottish and Irish, so the German babbling that I did before, that was kind of that no one really understood that, I guess. Which is fair. I mean, I don't mind. Flareon says hi. I say hi back to that Flareon. Evolutions are just peak Pokemon designs. Even the least good ones are still wonderful. I really have to say that. To be fair, I really don't like Jolteon that much compared to the others. And yet, as a Pokemon, Jolteon is still a great one because it's still an evolution. They're still great. I'm English and native, also a bit Scottish. Well, I do have a little bit of Scottish or British in me, if my genetic test is to be believed. I didn't even know that. It comes from my mother's side, and even she wasn't aware of it, but you know, that goes back 8 generations. And I don't know anyone from my bloodline from, I think 5 generations is the furthest I can go back and prove who was related to me, or who is or isn't. But yeah, for the rest, no. Just always sometimes checking if Latios might be there. Wait, wrong direction. I now see Jolteon as a dude because of the discussion that we had, where I said that Jolteon comes across as more male, at least to me. Who's Philip? Oh, you don't know Philip yet, Arch? You definitely need to get to know him. You definitely do. Okay, this is the text box that I want to see. And then you wait on that one, wait for the Eontimer to turn or to hit 0, and then hope for the shiny fish. My mom once actually had tea with the Queen of England. Well, I hope she liked that, but I'm not exactly a fan of the Queen of England, you know that, right? Especially not politically. I'm not a fan of pretty much all the royals that we have. They just sit on gold and so much money, while their own people are starving, their own folk. Yeah, and the, let's say, antics that her son did, or just one of them. Yeah, not a fan of them, so I just, in that case, I hope your mom enjoyed that. I'm Italian, don't know if I have more origins. I think I'm probably fully Italian. Well, according to the test that I took, that was an ancestry DNA test, I am 46% northeastern Italian, so I'm, at least genetically speaking, more Italian than I am Luxembourgish. Luxembourgish, I'm about 21%, even though that 21% is more akin to Germanic countries. So there's some Germans in there, there's Austrians in there, there's people from Switzerland in there, there's people from the Netherlands in there. I also have a couple, I think 2% French in me from my mom's side, or my dad, no, sorry, my dad's side. It's pretty much 100% European. But I wasn't fully aware of the Norwegian 1%, or the Balkan 1%, or the Balkan states 1%, that I wasn't really aware of. It's really interesting. Plus speed minus defense. I don't remember what defense it was. Oh, okay. So either 1 minus defense or minus special defense. What's Coughing's German name? It's oh, I should know this. Hey there, Feebas. It's Smogon, you know? Just like the name of the website for the fan-made competitive rule set. That's where they actually get the name, funnily enough. For some reason they use the German name of Coughing. Who's Philip? Oh, you're gonna get to know him, definitely. Hey there, Charlie. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. It's the weekend now. Friday means time to fish for a Feebas. I do want to have a square shiny one. If I find the tiles on my Sapphire, I'm definitely gonna do that stream format again. Umbreon is male, change my mind. Yeah, I do see Umbreon as a bit more male, or a tad more male than female. Yeah, and Espeon I see more as female. I know some Deutsch. I don't know, maybe you did understand a little bit of it. Flareon and Vaporeon I still see as the opposite. As the community does. Yeah, we shall not mention that copy pasta. I really want to delete that off of my, out of my neurons. My brain is wasting precious protein storage to know and remember that unfortunate text. Sometimes you wish you can unread things. Just went to the room, said he was gonna check his phone. It was dead. If I'm too quiet, it's because I'm cooking us dinner. Alright. I mean, hey, a lot of viewers come in, say hello maybe once, and then they do something else. I usually often do that as well, especially with... I know, I like listening and kind of watching streams while I do laundry. I think that kind of motivates me while I do laundry. And I usually place the phone somewhere where I can still look at what's happening. And then usually I'm not too chatty either. Benvenuta tra noi, Anna. Yeah, I mean, I was actually surprised that it was that high, the percentage of my Italianness. But I would say, culturally speaking, I think I'm more Italian, or just the way I act. I know Luxembourgish social cultures, unfortunately, I'm not really a fan of that, honestly. It's kind of... you always have to have a bigger car than your neighbor, and you need to have more money and a bigger house, and if someone outcompetes you, be it in talent or intelligence or richness, then they become really jealous. It's very annoying. I mean, that is unfortunately very common in Luxembourg. I really hate it. And in Italy, it's just much more collaborative from what I've seen. And families stick together. Oh, you got convinced about the gender of Umbreon? Yes, the site is named after coughing, indeed. Well, I'm gonna say it again. Welcome back to the stream, Philip Farrell. I hope you're doing good. I do wonder what that number, like, what do you want me to do with that? I don't even recognize what kind of number that should be. Why are you being so cryptic, Philip? Flareon female, Leafeon male. I'd see that differently. Flareon male and Leafeon a bit more female. But oh well, that's like just... What color do you prefer, red or blue? Hey there, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? There was one stream that I did where I made it so that when the stream was over, it went over automatically. It sent the viewers to one of your streams. I hope that gave you a couple of views now that you are monetized. I actually I think that's important, especially talking about the aspect that I talked about earlier with how I don't like Luxembourgish culture, that just the jealousy, the envy, the competitiveness. Oh, put someone else's light out so your light can outshine them, that kind of nonsense. I really don't like that, and that's why I also want to push other YouTubers. I don't care if they are smaller than me or have more subscribers than me. or make more money. I just want to build a quick support network. I think that's neat. I think that's better. Oh god, I'm really behind chat. I'm chattering again. I'm the chat today. That's kind of a problem. I mean, to be fair, you come here to probably also hear me speak. Because if that's not the case, I could just do stream footage without any commentary. Hey there, Kinox. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I mean, I know that you're going through a tough time right now. But I do, and please do not take that personally, but I do have to ask you to not write it like that, let it out in the general on my Discord server. I don't know if that really... Well, first, it doesn't help you. And second, I kind of don't want to see other people see that when they are depressed themselves. Kind of want to help them. I want my community to be somewhere where you can speak and let stuff out, but maybe not like this. I don't think that was the most productive. I don't know, you can always tell me what you think. I do value democracy after all. Don't get why Poplio is more male than female. Yeah, I mean, it's always like that with the starters, even though Poplio becomes much more feminine later on, obviously. Sylveon is very feminine. I think that's the most feminine one, maybe. Philip, do you want to introduce yourself to Arch? Is he going insane because he doesn't know who you are? In one stream, I mean, Philip is one of my patrons, and in one stream he actually donated 100 euros to me, which is, until now, still my largest donation that I have yet received, and I'm still super thankful. And actually, you can tell him, you can say thank you to Philip, because it was him who said, hey, let's do a giveaway. I don't actually want any shinies, let's do a giveaway. And I thought to myself, you know what, that's a great idea. I'm gonna do that on Christmas Day. So you can tell him thanks for that. And yeah, just a valued member of the community. Very helpful, very friendly. And he's a sunkern connoisseur. Yeah, that's definitely true. I'm a nibble on your crystals, Omni. I don't even know where I mean, I don't really have that many crystals, but go ahead. If you want to do that. Starters are all more male than female, however I reset for female starters for infinite eggs. Yeah, that's always what I did. Once I realized that in Gold, Pokemon Gold, I always reset for the female starter. And I had previous knowledge of that due to my cousins, because they had a magazine that had a lot of information about Gold and Silver in it before they released in Europe. And due to that, I kind of had a strategic advantage where I always tried for a female starter, and that way I also bred female starters for other kids in order to get their starters. Or maybe their breed checks. It's still stupid though, because on the same route where you have the possibility to breed Pokemon in these games, on the same route you can find a Ditto. So what's the point of making the starters more male, so that they don't make a egg of their species? I mean, I don't know. I always thought that was dumb as a kid, and I still do now, so many years later. I was hoping someone might have recognized the number. It's from a TV show. An animated TV show? Like Gravity Falls or something? Or is it some fictional character's phone number? Thanks, I appreciate that. I'll be going live in a lot more starting Sunday. Okay. support at the positive tubers. There are some toxic ones out there. Yeah, definitely. Very unfortunate. I mean, the only thing, you can never change another person, or at least if you do, it's really hard. And you might have to put a lot of energy into that, while it would have been much better for you to put that energy into yourself. Or into a loved one. So all I can do, or all I'm gonna do, is I'm trying to be as non-toxic as possible, which already I find that very easy. Just don't be evil, don't be an ass. That's really not that hard, honestly. And then yeah, that's it. Try to be nice, and at the same time try to make connections and network with other YouTubers. And those who are also nice with me. Like you, for example. I'll always try to also have their back to kind of exchange some viewers. I actually don't want my... Even though technically you are my competition, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense, but I don't care. I also want you to succeed. I don't want only me to succeed. I actually don't want to live in a world like that. I want other people to be happy too. I can't believe that this is so hard for some people to believe. Don't you want to see people happy? I mean, happy people in the long term, that's much more stable. I watch a lot of gamers who play games that never play like this. When I enjoy watching and have zero patience. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely... Like, for example, Worcester, to be fair, he does stream Pokemon games that I also play. But he does speedruns of Pokemon games, and that is something I would never ever do. Because I do not have the patience for that, and I don't have the willpower for that, because RNG will F you over. But I do enjoy watching someone else do it. Okay, no fish. Don't like Reddit that much. I kind of scroll on it for 10 minutes a day and then that's it. I try to not be on there too much. Just social media doom scrolling, it's not good for you. I always feel worse afterwards. And I catch myself doing it still, and then ugh. It's like a really vicious cycle. Shiny hunting without commentary doesn't seem great unless it's a compilation of moments or something. Yeah, I also prefer them with commentary. That's kind of the point of it. You want to hear or witness the reactions as well. Could you even record videos without talking? Yeah, I would just mute my mic, or maybe not even connect it. Oh, hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Are you doing good? Any weekend plans? Yeah, your list, you wrote it on the server, exactly. Some people start slow. I started with my phone and tripod. Hey, I mean, everyone starts very small before. And it really doesn't matter with what you started, it's the quality and the heart and the genuineness that really matters. That I'm aware, it's the content itself that I can't wrap my head around, I guess. I mean, just doing shiny hunts without any comment. Terry, I mean, yeah, that's why I don't really watch these shiny hunting bots, because it's just a bot playing the game without any commentary. Well, in a certain sense it is interesting to see mathematically maybe, or just conceptually, that we programmed a bot in Python or something else that plays Pokemon to get shinies. That is interesting. And Kitme would also probably be very interested, but I can't really watch it for too long. Because of the lack of commentary, it's just boring. Nothing, most of the time. I mean, I also have lots of intervals where nothing really happens here on screen. But you kind of need to fill that with something else, and I think commentary is perfect for that. As a streamer, you're also kind of an entertainer of some sorts. Now, if you're a funny one, or a serious one, or a scary one, as in horror stories or something like that, not as in very creepy and borderline criminal. I mean, there's so much choice now out there on the internet. I don't think there have been that many streamers as before, so I know it's a very saturated market. But still, I mean, I also do this because it is fun. I mean, this month I haven't really made that much money, but oh well. I mean, sometimes it is like this when you have an income like this. Sometimes on some months it's not that good. It has its drawbacks. You have a female Blaziken and we'll have female Ember and Fernape and Feraligatr. In the original Game Boy games there's a glitch. If you know how to do it correctly, you can get all the starters. So we're gonna have all 3. IT crowd, okay. Okay, gotta reset again. Infinite Omniverse lore. Like to watch your streams, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense, you seem cool. Yeah, go ahead. And I also like to promote other streamers here. Maybe we can do a raid after I'm done here. If you have any ideas for which raid, always more than willing to listen in to whatever you have to say. I'm gonna start making more videos on my channel when I get my PC. And I will make sure to become YouTube's most hated human. Oh, you don't want to be that, Amit. I know any publicity, they say any publicity is good publicity, but I don't know. People have been very polarized and you might just get doxers and stalkers and something. I know that you're most likely joking, but still. You want to have Penguin Zero or Charlie talk about you? That's usually a very good or a very bad thing. So I hope you do take the good route. Think about it, negative popularity is still popularity. It is, but still, in that day and age, I don't know if that's really such a good... Maybe you'll have short time, as in short time gains, but long time it actually could bite you in the butt. Like I know some cases of all the cases of people I know on the internet who are really hated. They don't exactly live lives that I really envy, you know? Definitely not. Some of them have really big stalker problems. And other stuff, it is kind of scary. I don't know if I would want to live a life like that. I don't think so, actually. Don't go to r/PokeGals. It's... oh god. I mean, not that I really am interested into seeing gals. I'm not really into that. And I'm also not really into Pokemon. As in, I like the games. I've been a fan of the games since I was a toddler, basically. But, yeah, I don't like Pokemon like that. And, yeah, it's not like that is a site that I really want to visit either way. Oh, jeez. You love SP Dusttail Sans? What kind of sans is that? A very rare sans? I'm doing well. I was helping mom in cooking and cleaning the house. Oh, that's so kind of you, helping your mom. And when you're done, please do give her a big hug. That will make her happy, I know that. If I ever OG gold, I will. Oh yeah, definitely worth it. If I ever do a silver, gold, crystal, whatever, shiny only challenge, I might actually try something like that. Oh my god, YouTube just gave me an ad for supporting Israel. Oh no, that kind of crap is on my... I'm really sorry. I'm really freaking sorry for this, but... I swear on my parents' heads that there is 0 ways for me to have control over which ads I get. And if I had the choice of that or not that, I would definitely not have something supporting a genocide state. I'm really sorry, Ahmed, that is horrible. That's the double standard on YouTube, you know. The ads can be completely degenerate and crazy and just a joke. Or even a straight out scam, either rug pull Bitcoin scam or something else, a casino scam. This. And you have absolutely no control over that. But if you say unalive, you know, or you have to say unalive because the other word is too evil or else you don't get ad revenue, it's just a stupid... I hate that. I really hate it. It's horrible. And I just have to say that even though YouTube kind of pays me to do this, I still have to be completely honest and say that out loud. I don't think that is correct. Only Pokemoms? Oh, you like Pokemoms? A bit of a gooner, honestly, but I'd never visit that as... Well, that is another kind of, I don't know, also, as I hope minors don't go there. It's not really that good. Just uncontrolled internet access. I think maybe Australia is onto something. What do you guys think with banning social media for kids? Oh, I shouldn't ask who that particular sons is. Okay. If you want to summon Kaiser, we need to talk about politics. Remember, that's how it works. You pick Raycon headphones every time. Honestly, I mean, my husband bought Raycon headphones. One YouTuber he really liked also had ads of them, and he was like, okay, why not? They had a good deal. And apparently they're not really good. They're broken now. He regrets buying them. He actually regrets the purchase, so I don't know. I'm actually a horrible liar. I don't know if I could convincingly say that into the camera. Like, oh yeah, they are very good, even though that wasn't my experience. And I would say no. Some people are so terrible, they deserve to get Ace Attorney justice for all case 4 spoiled. Yeah, without spoiling that, I know what you mean. Hey there, Max Power, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Doing good? The weekend is upon us. Do you have any neat plans already? When I get my PC, I'm gonna make my OnlyFans account. I mean, you need to be 18 to make one, I think. I actually don't know, because I never really looked into making one myself, so, and I don't really use that. I know, I got my husband, I don't need to look at other men. If other people want to look at other men or women or any other gender, then be my guest. I don't, I'm not against that, of course. But it's just not for me. I don't need that. I'm with my husband, I'm okay. He's the guy I want to see. You hate R34, not my style. I mean, it's kind of annoying that it's everywhere, because I found R or Rule 34 stuff, even though I wasn't looking for it, and that is indeed annoying. Especially if you want to browse the internet with a kid and just want to show them some cool science fact, and then you somehow always stumble. It's just, God. That's why I don't really do that with children in the vicinity anymore, because I'm just now so paranoid that something like that is somewhere on the screen. Don't get me wrong, I don't want corn off the internet. Even though if I'm not the kind of person that uses that, I still don't want it off the internet. I think that should be an adult person's choice. But it shouldn't be accessible that easy to little kids, you know? My favorite president? That's a good question. Either Roosevelt, even though I feel like I'm saying something stupid. And then that one guy that Kaiser Kamazin was talking about. But I forgot the name. There was apparently one president who, when I went through his policies, was actually the president that I agreed with pretty much the most. And that's saying something. No comment, this is gaming. You have a lot to say about that character? Which character? Sorry, kind of out of the loop. I goon in other ways. You're doing good, but no plans? Well, still, doing good is doing good. That's what I want to see, that's what I want to read. Your birthday is 15 days away, I'm gonna be 18. Yeah, I know you're joking, but I mean, if... you do you, right? But I know you're a little jokester and trollster, aren't you? Don't want to spoil people like people spoiled it for me. Oh, that character, okay. Now, sorry, that was another brain fart of mine, you know, just a classic thing that happens. Yeah, corn can be bad. I mean, I've seen the effect on some men having... or just not just men, just some people having expectations in or for that act that are just completely unrealistic, and I don't think that makes them happy. But for adults, it's not good to have such easy and fast access list like that 24/7. What would you what would be a change that you would propose in order to combat that problem? You hate your H addiction? Wait, are you telling me you're addicted to heroin? Because if that is the case, if that's what you mean by H, usually H is what they refer on the street to that, I would definitely try to look for help as quickly as possible. That's a drug you really don't want to play with that. You can overdose so quickly, and I've seen it destroy lives. I've seen 20-year-olds look like 50 or older just because they used H. I've seen destroyed veins, destroyed arteries, destroy just entire limbs, extremities failing, just turning black because the cells died. And trust me, that smell is something that you hope you never smell in your entire life, because oh god, I better not think of that smell again, because I have a hot chocolate here and a tea. If I think about it too much, I think I'm gonna not want to have these beverages inside of me, to put it like that. Oh, not heroin, okay. Hentai, oh, that's also... I mean, to be fair, it doesn't destroy your arteries, but yeah, you can still get help for that though. And there's no shame in getting help for that. I'm a cheese addict. Same, Amit. But that just comes with being Italian, I think. Can't get enough of that good Asiago and Parmigiano Reggiano. That's the good stuff. And that doesn't kill off your limbs or give you mental problems or something, so choose your drugs wisely, kiddos. Don't pick heroin, don't pick cocaine, don't pick these nasty things. Pick cheese. Now that's an addiction we can get behind. There's not much you can do if you make corn illegal for even adults. Yeah, see, that's the thing that I don't want to happen, because I don't see how that will work. It's probably gonna be like the prohibition with alcohol that the US went through, and that just, if you look at prohibition, oh god, are you okay, brain? Just any kind of prohibition like that, it always backfires. At least if you look back in history. So yeah, it's a complicated issue. I do agree with you though, Max Power. It is. I do see some bad stuff having due to having easy access. Not in me, but with especially men, it seems. People are always not believing me when I say I don't watch that. It's not that I'm judging that, no. It's just some people are more asexual than you. I have my partner and I'm fine. Some people are like this, and others, they need to be in a polyamorous relationship because they work like this and I don't. Don't want to take anything away from those adults, but I do see this is not a good direction that we go to, that we're heading towards. It's a complicated issue though. I don't think it should be taboo. It's kind of a problem talking about it. In a way, you need to talk about the societal problems those things can bring to minors, so that they can, just like you need to teach kids that there's places on their bodies that a adult shouldn't touch without asking them first, or you need to teach them boundaries so that they can make informed choices. But the problem is you can't exactly just show them those kinds of videos, or just have them open there because, well, that's illegal and I don't want them to see that. But I still think we should kind of find ways to talk about it without it being too not suggesting, but too enticing, while still saying it is a choice adults make. Does that make sense? I leave for 1 second, yep, and then the morbid stuff comes back again, doesn't it? I'm a prankster T-Wave Encore addict. Oh, so you're an absolute monster, Saltmon. I see. This is evil, Saltmon. Really evil. It works, yes, but it's still... Okay. Oh, come on. This is not the... Can't be that hard getting a Feebas. I know I'm not gonna pull any itches either, so I guess age provides satisfaction, but does it really? Or are you trying to fill a void that can't really be filled with that? I mean, you do you, but if you feel like you need help for that, please do not be ashamed and just seek professional help. So back on track, some random number called me, okay, weird. Well, I was screaming slurs at some friends in voice chat. Oopsies. Why? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be asking why you're screaming slurs in a voice chat, but oh well. I wonder why women don't get that corn addiction as much as men. I think it's because, and I can say that as a woman, the way we get socialized is different. We already have a big network of just support people that are there for emotional support. People that, or friends that you can talk about everything, including that topic. And I think it also depends on other factors like temperament. I mean, testosterone makes you hornier than as estrogen does. That's also a fact. It's just the way it is. But I don't think that's the only factor. I think it has multiple deciding factors. Some of them social, and some of them genetic. But just not meeting anyone, Keenox, that's not gonna help you either. Completely self-isolating. I did that when I was at a low point before, and that really didn't help. It just made it worse. I hate the fact that Riolu has prankster. That shitty a-hole doesn't deserve anything. Oh, that explains. You hate Lucario and Riolu, don't you, Salmon? Porco cane or something, I don't know. You tell me. Bring out the Italian swear words. Force myself to feel no desire to interact with people. I think that's not a good idea. No, love isn't dead, Keenox. You're still really young. I'm very certain that somewhere there are women where you would form a good couple with them. Maybe just the time hasn't come yet. Once saw a turf, you say that men are pedophiles by nature. Oh god, what the hell? Turfs have the wildest, craziest, insane takes sometimes. And got so disgusted that I left Twitter for the— yeah, that was a good decision. Oh god, turfs are crazy. For those of you who are uninitiated, TERF stands for the trans exclusionary radical feminists. So they call themselves feminists, but they're actually a hate group, and they usually are not happy with trans people, and some of them go so deep in the hatred that they essentially become man-hating women, and that doesn't solve anything either. So they essentially become what they hate, just more haters that are very divisive and who claim to say we are arguing in the sense of science, there's only two genders, yada yada, but no, it's just hate. It's just rhetoric. Very disappointed in women who are that. Kind of makes you feel ashamed of, you know, women should know better. But I guess, I mean, there's also idiot women, that's just the way it is. No way I'm defending these girls, absolutely not. Volbeat gets that combination of Prankster, T-Wave, Encore, and it gets Tailwind too. In the starting Gen 4, right? Is it still usable enough? One day I will find out what that SP Dust Tail Sans is about. Fantasy of something that I'll never have again. You say that. I know that you're really depressed right now, but just writing this over and over again is just... Don't be such a defeatist. It's not gonna help anyone. It's not gonna help you. You write something that's negative and you think that might not have an effect on you, but it does. You know the saying, the adage, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That is not true. Words can hurt. Usually they hurt more in a manner of death by 1,000 cuts. But just you writing that, it's not helping you. It's making you feel worse. And maybe try to just block these thoughts immediately before you type them out. I think that will help as well. I mean, you're still young, right? So you're in your 20s. You have more than enough time for all of these things in your life. Okay, this transition doesn't look good. Gonna try again. Fighting fire with fire doesn't work, yeah, just like in Pokemon. And some problems have flash fire. You don't want to fight that with fire, you're just gonna make the problem even worse. Volbeat was actually kinda good in Gen 5 NU. Never played Gen 5 NU that much. Wait, you don't buy anything anymore after your ex? The concept of love, I mean, it really depends. I think so many people have a different concept of what love means, but to me, I have found true love, so I can say with certainty that it exists. It's just hard to get, yes. But it's definitely true. But just rambling about it and saying, I mean, you are right by saying the world is unfair, absolutely. Unfortunately it is. But just rambling on and on about it is not gonna help you, it's just gonna push you further down. Find your opposite gender clone. I'm gonna find Yun. I wonder how he would be. Me as a boy? Me as a man? I wonder, I think I'd have a beard like my father and my brother. A blonde beard. I think we can all agree that there's evil in both men and yeah, I mean, evil, funnily enough, as intolerant as evil people are, the concept of evil itself is completely tolerant. There's women in there, there's men in there, there's privileged races in there, there's token minorities in there. Funnily enough, evil has no intolerance when it comes to that. You can find evil everywhere, absolutely. We'll never understand PDF files, like how do you look at grown people and say you're I don't know either, no idea. When I see a kid or a teenager, I think more of this person needs to live in a protected and safe environment where they can find who they want to be in life while still at the same time being protected from abuse and being able to live their dreams. That's what I think. Immediately, just in a kind of, that person needs protection, and I completely do not understand wanting to be in a relationship with that. I don't see that. I see a person that needs protection. I'll never understand it either. I don't think some things are meant to be understood. But that doesn't mean that we can't act. But yeah, it's a good question. Don't buy as in I'm not fooled by them. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, my autistic brain read that completely literally again. Agreed with you personally, it came completely unexpected, so keep the... Yeah, I mean, to me as well, I wasn't looking for love specifically. My husband now used to be more of a friend of my younger brother. And it just turned out that we are super compatible, that we pretty much share a lot of brainwaves, so to speak. And just happened to work out. To be fair, I got lucky, but maybe who's to say you can't get lucky next year? Maybe in 2 or 3 years, who knows? would not date a female version of myself. I hate myself. Aww. Do you really... Why do you hate yourself? I don't think there's a good reason for that. Always the wrong ones doing that. No, Keenox, I severely doubt that women have never liked you. I don't think that's true. There's always someone, yes, for everyone. There's billions of people on this planet. 1 billion is a huge number, you know? And we have 8 billion of them, while 1 billion already is a unfathomable amount of people. Like, if I said hi for 1 second each for every human, I could not do that in my lifetime. At 1 billion humans, I'd already be doing this 31 years. And there's 8 billion of them. Tending towards 9 billion, so yeah, there are people like this. It's just a mathematical fact, you just need to find them. Sometimes it's a thing of you are geographically separated from them. Don't grant her the satisfaction to know what she has done, and besides, sometimes the best revenge is to live as a good life. Yeah, that is actually the very best revenge you can have. Live a good life, become a good person even though you had faced tough times. I think that is a badge of honor. Yeah, as I said before, Keenox, maybe a new environment would be better where you get away from exploitative people. And I do have to agree with Arch there. I think it would be really good for you to not be this negative all the time. It really doesn't help. I think it also kind of not scares away viewers, but it might make some uncomfortable. Doesn't help you. Doesn't help anyone. How did you know you were compatible? Never met someone like that. It just clicks. It's like we come up with the same ideas a lot of the time. We think alike a lot. We have the same ideas and wishes and plans when it comes to family planning and what we want to do with our lives. We pretty much, like 90%, if not 95%, of our hobbies overlap. I just got really lucky that that guy just happened to live in the same neighborhood as I did. Love is like a fart. If you force it, then it will... You're okay. Yeah, I guess, yep. I was looking for an excuse to get out of my apartment, and by extension my misery. And then I just found Philip. Oh, that's sweet. Immediately clicked and have never been happier. Yeah, it's like that, really, guys. It just clicks and then you know. That's really how it happens. It sounds so fake, but that's really how it is. At least from my experience. And some people are just happier while single in their lives. Not everyone needs to be in a relationship. It's not someone complaining about a kid character being overly sexualized in art. I mean, I do have a problem with that personally as well. And I was about to say based, and I saw the next message that was like, I want accurate rep so I can... Oh god, oh boy. And my jaw dropped. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's logical. Keenox not gonna help, I mean... Wait, Salmon, really? 15? And you feel like you wasted your entire life? 15 years really isn't that much. Your life is only starting. I mean, if you live double your age should be my age, and I'm still considered by the vast amount of people to be in the younger territory. So, don't worry too much. I know life's a bee sometimes, it really is, but Are you just gonna take that and cry all the time? Even though you'd be justified in being angry? Or you can try to pick yourself up and try again. I wish I was 15 again. Me personally, not really. I'm really glad to be out of high school and all that. So for you it's more about personality and common ideas rather than physical attraction. I mean, there's also a physical attraction thing going on, of course. But yes, I am more of a character person. You can be gorgeous, drop that gorgeous model, flawless, beautiful man. But if you are like a narcissist, I will run. Like, my attraction towards you will not be 0, it will be minus 100. Like, I will run. My legs will close so quickly and so much that you'd consider me to be a mermaid. You, there's nothing less attractive than a guy with a completely terrible character like that, or just 0 empathy, macho, bleh. I hate that. So yeah, I have a... I mean, some people say jokingly sapiosexual, but I guess I like educated men. Yeah, and Arch is right. I mean, I'm already trying to help as much as I can, but I am, after all, not a therapist. And just being too negative. I mean, I do appreciate it when people come seeking help, and I really genuinely always try to help to the best of my knowledge, because I mean, I'm very open with that as well. I've been through really horrible times myself, and I want to be there for people who maybe need my advice, but just writing the same self-hating stuff over and over again is not going to get you anywhere. And I think it might actually be kind of a problem for people like, yeah, Arch, for example. You've gone through some bad stuff as well, right? And you don't want to have that negativity thrown around every stream. Well, I do understand that you want some place where you can vent, but just know at one point venting doesn't do anything anymore. It's the opposite for me. I've never been as miserable since I met you. Oh, Philip being trolly again. Is it because I nag you constantly because you're a menace? Or is it because of the lactose intolerance? Come on, Keenox, you don't need to speak like Rick Sanchez. You know he's wrong about that, right? There's more than it just being a chemical. Still no shiny. Correct me if I'm wrong, but men are more interested in physical attraction while women are more interested in emotional and mental attraction. I don't know if you're wrong, I don't have the stats on that, but out of my intuition I would say yes. Although I would say yeah. I mean, as a woman myself, I can tell you, because I also talk to a lot of women and they tend to talk about that a lot. Most women really want a partner who gives them a long-term stable future. That's like one of the top priorities in looking for a partner when it comes to women. And an angry man who has self-control and anger issues is not gonna be that person, you know? You wish you were 20? Why do you want to be 20? And why do you want to be 9 again? Just to experience the childhood wonder again? Ever since I got my antidepressant, I feel like I'm excited because all of a sudden my mind is like, every day is a better day to live. Yeah, I mean, that is also wonderful. See, Ahmed was also really feeling horribly down, and he has also found a way. So I know you're in America right now, where the medical or mental health treatment is pretty hard to get. But I would definitely suggest doing that. I think that's the only thing I can seriously suggest you doing. Don't know what else to say. 15 is super young, life expectancy is like 75. It's older or a higher number in Luxembourg. Like here, usually people reach 80 or even more. For women, it's like 88. I have multiple doctors who told me I have good odds reaching... that I might become someone who could reach 100, because just in general I'm healthy. But I wanna, if I do turn 100, I wanna be in a good condition, not just barely alive. I don't know if it really is worth existing in that state, where everything hurts, you can't really move. You might be blind and deaf at the same time. ...2019 changed me and 2020 changed me even more. 2020 was a major change in, I think, everyone's lives. Explain but I feel human again. My mom literally was crying because she's so happy. Oh, that's so... Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so wonderful. I love reading that. I can already imagine her being happy because you're happy, and that's... I mean, I'm not a mom, but I know enough and I've talked to mothers enough to know that there's nothing better than a mother realizing that their child is happy again. So definitely understand that she's crying tears of joy. No, you really need to please give your mom a good kiss and a good hug, alright? I think that's what she needs. And tell her that you love her. I think that's gonna make her really happy. Used to be a person, now I'm just a phone addict and a spoiled brat. So, if you say that yourself, what made you become this way? Do you not think that you could still turn things around? After all, your brain is not yet done developing. There's still so many things you can improve. Yeah, we should definitely stop being so negative. Thank you for the blessing, Arch. +5 all stats up. I don't think it's because they don't care, Keenox. It's because after a while, like, I don't know what to say. I already told you everything that I would maybe do in your situation, or what I can think of, and at one point just venting doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything better, it just makes it worse. He doesn't care I'm lactose intolerant except when I'm making my signature creamy Cahoon pasta. Nah, yes. I mean, that would be kind of horrible for me, being lactose intolerant. Doing like a combination of looks plus personality. I mean, it's a personal thing, not think. Lactose, more like lack of toes, foot fetish, can myself. You feet, bro. I don't like feet. I don't understand the feet thing, honestly, but oh well. I have too much on my plate to have to deal with a man-child or a leech. I mean, maybe you dodged a bullet with that X-Keenox. Noticed that angry men still have wives. It's the quite timid men that are more likely to be single than I noticed. I mean, yeah, but there's women, please know that there are women who grew up around angry men who think that is the norm. And those are also the ones that tend to be in abusive relationships later on, because from their perspective, from their point of view, they grew up with a person like this their whole lives. They think that's normal. That's how men are. So don't forget about that. Self-control and anger issues in real life occasionally. But if you're not an ignorant adult who thinks they know better than someone who lived with the internet since birth, then am I right with that? I mean, yeah, that is the reason why I don't really want to give, if I have a kid, an iPad or just unregulated access to the internet, because I do see what that does psychologically to kids, and none of these results are good. None of them. And you telling me this is just a +1 to the none of them. Satoshi Miura 5914 Nani? Also going against my theory, women on dating apps wants a 6-foot+ man. That's physical attraction. Yeah, but I mean, that's not all women. I wouldn't care if my husband is taller than 6 feet, but still, I wouldn't care if he was not as tall as me. I don't really care about that. And I personally, the person that I know with the highest body count is... I'm taller than him, and he's balding, and he's fat. But because he is so charming and just a genuinely neat guy to be around, even as a friend, he just gets women. But of course, that's anecdotal evidence. After all, I can only say what I think, what I have as preference. Oh, you want to apologize to your parents? You feel like a disappointment? Oh, I don't think you're, at least doesn't come across to me that you're a disappointment. Don't be too hard on yourself. You're still growing up, Salmon. Yeah, if you're 5'10", well, that's it. I mean, that's not a problem. And if these women think that's a thing that makes them exclude you, then you dodge the bullet. You don't want to be with someone who's that superficial. If I vent to anyone, they think I'm victim blaming, or it really depends to who you vent. Hey there, Emo Kid, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully doing good. Do you have any plans for the weekend? I'm still looking for that shiny Feebas, but just seem to be out of luck lately. You and I hug my mom more than 24 times. Always tell my mom I love you always, because I'm that loving to people that I care for. Also hug my aunt and love my family so much because I care for them. That's good. You don't want to, I mean, you probably don't know, or maybe you do, how much wonderful feelings this gives to your mom. Sorry I didn't see there was a stream tonight. All good. All good. People come and go whenever they want and feel like. It is nice, Kinox, but I'm very certain that one day you're gonna have that as well. Hey there, Zaga Art. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? You new? Well, everyone is welcome here, be it old school, decade-year-old viewers or newcomers. Hope you're doing well. Iveta's just a robot. So you're a Veltal now, and then you're a robot, Iveta? What do you say about these allegations? Oh, the Kaiser Kamazin has been summoned. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? You're free from your organic chemistry lab. How was that? I had courses like these as well. I did like them. That was when I knew that my hair and the parts under my nails were clean. Because we had one that was in high school. You know, we got these Petri dishes, and then we needed to pick 10 places where we would do cotton swabs, and then we would try to grow the bacteria and fungi that were present, and then we had to correctly identify them. That was the pretty much the test or the grade. And I did do, you know, the classic ones, like a swap on door hinges. That's usually where a lot of I took a plastic door hinge and a brass one, because I know from brass there's certain metals where bacteria doesn't really live long on, because they just can't, because the surface is toxic. And yes, the brass door hinge was very clean. The other one wasn't. The keyboards, oh god, they were horrible. That was disgusting. Since then I clean or disinfect my keyboards, so you don't want to know what kind of bacteria can be on these. But my hair and under my nails, that was really clean. But then again, I hate it when my hair is nasty. And I mean, if you have longer nails as a woman or as a guy or whatever gender you are, you do have to clean below. That's just what you need to do. And yeah, how was the final Kaiser? Hopefully it went well. Lactose intolerance doesn't exist. Oh, emo kids. Just had my lab practical, which took 3 hours. Ooh. Sucked, but at least it's over and my results were somewhat accurate, so I should be fine. Alright, fingers crossed that you will get a very good result. About 3 hours. Ooh, that's tough. It's probably the last time, emo kids. Tell that to my poor toilet. No, unfortunately, it is real. But to be fair, I see more alternatives in supermarkets or on today's market in general. I also have friends who are not lactose intolerant but gluten intolerant, or even allergic, where I always need to be a bit careful when I eat something with bread or just gluten in their vicinity. I wish I was short for personal reasons. I mean, I am 164 centimeters or 165, so that's a couple of centimeters above the worldwide average of women. I'm not neither tall, neither am I short. I'm kind of in the middle, medium, which in one way is fantastic for looking for women's clothes, because when I buy an S or an XS, I usually can find my size. Because most women tend to be my height. And sometimes I kind of wish maybe having 10 centimeters more, but not for as a looks perspective, but more of a, then you can reach other shelves and I don't need to annoy my husband. But other than that, I mean, the 10 centimeters I can add via just wearing high heels. I mean, that's a thing you can do as well. Oh, hey there, Jack the North TTM. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, you were here from last night's raid. I'm really happy that you decided to come back. Hopefully you're doing good. How's your hunt going? Well, until now, no shiny Feebas. Seem to be kind of out of luck. But every single shiny that I set my mind on, I always got it in the end. So I'm never gonna give up. That's not what this is about. I think 165 centimeters is about 5'5", 5'4", for you Americans out there. I'm 6'2", and I have extremely oily skin, especially my hair. Literally, my body produces a lot of oil. I mean, you can find shampoos and soaps for that body type. That's completely okay. And I mean, you live pretty much in the desert, so that's a good thing genetically. Any relationship between teens lasts for like a year at best. Yeah, except mine. I mean, now I'm still together with him and we're married, but usually, yeah, teen relationships aren't known to last for a long time, but I mean, can't really blame them. I've seen you when I've been in Antonic streams. Yeah, he raided me yesterday. That was really neat. Still really happy about that. It was really nice. And if you have any ideas who we can raid... Oh, failed that one. Who we can raid when this stream is over, then, as I said in the beginning of the stream, go ahead and tell me. Electrophilic? Oh, was that the kind of thing that you were working on? Well, hopefully you can wind down now after 3 hours of this. Practical was an electrophilic or philic aromatic substitution reactions. Ah, okay. Well, I fingers crossed that you passed that class. Yeah, and Kenox, I mean, do you really value teen? Is that really your goalpost, teenage relationships? I don't know. They're not really a good role model for that. You're lucky. Being in the middle weight for women is perfect. Keep in mind being tall means your life expectancy is lower. That too. That too. But it's annoying when you go to a Dutch festival because Dutch people are just giants and I always have to go in front because otherwise I can't see anything, but yeah. Everyone I know who is taller than 2 meters has back problems and other problems. Oh, your parents met when they both were in year 10? Oh, that's sweet. They're still happily married. No, so cute. That was 20 years ago. Now relationships are different. I mean, I still think that good relationships exist still. It's just that we just, as a society, we've commodified everything. We atomized everything, and even relationships are suffering from that. Are they like John has sneezes? If so, your room is gonna be destroyed. I wonder when I'm gonna sneeze on stream again and then I'm gonna jump scare some of you. Apparently I have dad sneezes. I know my husband keeps telling me that when I sneeze it's just freaking loud. You can't stop sneezing. I'm sorry, Kaiser. Happy Friday. I'm playing my GBA to celebrate. Well, welcome back to the stream, Decepticon AI. And that is a very neat way to celebrate the weekend. Are those your plans for this weekend? Some good GBA sessions? Send me to the Netherlands. Yeah, the Netherlands are nice. I want to go back again. Kenox, please. I really want to help you, but I kind of have to side with Arch here. This really doesn't help. Before your husband, were you in a relationship? I don't know if I can really say that. There was a guy in high school who I befriended first and I fell in love with him. And he kind of wrote me via email that he also has feelings for me. And then it was, okay, so we're a couple now, but he never wanted to hold hands in public, do nothing. And in the end it was just a ploy from a bully of mine to extort information and secrets out of me. So I don't know if that really... Does that count? I don't know, I don't think it counts. I was like 13, 14. I mean, my heart was actually really broken. I thought I was serious. But, luckily enough, I befriended my now husband more in 2009. And then in 2010, we became, in January, we started to date. And then we became a official couple in April 2010. And we married in 2020 in February. Just before the corona thing happened, so that was really lucky. So if you think that will if you think that counts as having a relationship before, then I guess I'm gonna leave that up to you. Not gonna lie, AI slop, nutshell animations, and the Flipnote guy are all more brain rot than Skibidi Toilet. Oh, Skibidi Toilet isn't even the peak of brain rot. Definitely not. And yes, AI slop, that internet theory is definitely true. Unfortunately, I just have to say it. Ah, chew! Saw Pokémon Ruby that looks legit for 30 euros. Ooh! Should I convince someone to get it for me? As in, is it on eBay or is it in Italy somewhere? Isn't that what horses do? What do you mean? I don't want to be mean, Kinox, but it just, this doesn't help you. And it doesn't help anyone else. How do you know any of us isn't a bot? I mean, some things are just so human, or does it sound stupid when I say some text has soul and you kind of can see that a human being has written it? Does that make sense, or does that sound a bit esoteric? Oh, on eBay? I was just a bot the whole time. Beep beep boop boop. 1000111001. Beep boop. That was my message to the bots here. So you're actually not an emo kid, you're an emo bot. Maybe one day bots will write like they have a soul. Maybe, I mean, I'm not, I mean, I definitely think that maybe, possibly, AI will become so intelligent one day that it even surpasses human intelligence, and maybe it can make art or other stuff that is 1,000 times more inspiring than anything a human has done. Maybe, I'm not denying that that might be a possibility. But for now, pretty much everything that's made by AI is slop. I've been here the whole time just to promote today's sponsor, Raycon earbuds. I don't have a sponsor yet. I have not gotten a email like that. Guess I'm not as big enough of a YouTuber. You feel bad for Kinox? I mean, me too, but... Oh yeah, he got timed out. I'm sorry, but this really... This isn't against you, this just doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help me, it doesn't help anyone here. And there's just... You know, I've also gone through that negativity, and I'm kind of, you know, after decades of depression, I just gotta be honest, I've had enough. I just don't want too much negativity in my life. I've already been through that, and I'm just full of it. Even if it is justified that the world is unfair, but you gotta find ways to redirect that anger towards something more productive. Have been in a character AI enough to recognize humans and AI, how different they are. Everyone is an AI. Am I even a real human? Would you know? Could you prove that? Nah, you think I'm a Latias, apparently. But I'm definitely a human. Absolutely. 100%. 110%. Raycon's everyday earbuds have become a vital part in my daily routine recently. If you don't say so. You think AI will one day have consciousness, or will they only mimic consciousness? I think the first step will be mimicking consciousness, or getting results that could be close to what a consciousness would get, while still at the same time not being conscious themselves. And then the next step, maybe, yeah, one day they could be conscious. Absolutely. I don't see why not. Maybe they won't take that path, or maybe they will. You have a Blastoise in Pokemon Emerald doing a playthrough of that. Or just with a Blastoise? That's interesting. Blastoise was my very first Pokemon that I ever leveled up to level 100. That was the very first Squirtle that I picked, so my very first Pokemon. And earlier during the stream we talked about getting female starters to breed eggs and to trade those away. I actually found out when I traded that Blastoise over to my crystal save. I found out that said Blastoise was female, so my very first Pokemon was actually a girl, even though that's pretty rare. And I just remember breeding so many so many Squirtles for everyone. But unfortunately that save file has been lost, as in the crystal one. So unfortunately I don't have my oldest Pokemon, or my very first Pokemon that I ever had anymore. Which is kind of sad, but she'll always, I mean, the memories will not fade. What do you prefer? Grass/fire? Fire/water, or water/grass? I think fire/water is just such a cool combination. I actually want more fire/water types in general. That would be neat, like a sauna or a hammam or a steam bath, wellness spa themed Pokemon. That would be fire/water. That would be a healing support Pokemon. I think that would be really neat. I'd embrace a concept like that. Grass/fire? Yeah, that's also a cool one. Have both Trico and Torchic and Rowlet and Litten and Sun. Neat. Fire/water for you as well. Make a Latias cry. I'm not that good at. I know. You know, I'm a human. I do human cries, not Latias cries. You think AI should get banned? I mean, in some aspects, I think not banned, but heavily regulated. Yes. Then I would agree with you. Imagine you could take a giant dump and dump out all the negativity that's collected inside of you. That's an interesting thought there, Emo Kid. And you could do it once a month. Just a psychic poo. The interesting conversations that we're having again, huh? Always happening. Isn't that what that new Pokemon, that bug that rolls up the manure? Isn't that what that psychic bug is holding? The mental waste of Pokemon? Also gotta go soon, gotta get groceries. Alright, Kaiser comes in. Nonetheless, I always appreciate you being part of the stream. And hopefully I'm gonna see you in tomorrow's stream, so have fun getting the groceries. First level 100 Pokemon was a Charizard in Fire Red named Timmy. Named Timmy, that's really cute. I would like to give my friends with a 2DS infinite Torchics. Infinite Torchics, that's not gonna be doable. You trust someone with the word infinite in their names to tell you that's not doable. Okay, I don't think this was accurate. I'm gonna do that again. Your first was a male chimchar. Do you still have it? AI is good, says Decepticon AI. To be fair, to friendly AIs, I am friendly as well. So, I mean, we are very tolerant here. We have furries here, we have apparently Pokemon here, we have AIs and bots here. You're not the only AI viewer of mine. I mean, there's also Autobot AI. So yeah, if you're a friendly robot, then you are always welcome here. Then my ass would be a lot larger than my body. It is a weird thing to think about, though. One day humans won't work, robots will do all the jobs. I wonder what humans would do then, spend all day on the internet? I personally hope for a future like Star Trek, or maybe even more the culture novels, where we get to pursue our dreams and actually develop a true and good identity. If that happens, they'd call me the freakiest. Oh, I think there's a lot of competition there, Arch. Not trying to steal your thunder there, of course, but oh, he has died? Oh, when you lost your R4, rip Infernape then. Speaking about AIs, where is Liquid Jonna? That's a good question. She hasn't come back. And I still want to figure out who thought it was a good idea to have to make a robot version of me. I mean, come on, are you crazy? One Yana is already too many. I mean, you're gonna be there and make a robot copy of me? Like, who did that? Dr. Robotnik? Who would come up with an idea like this? I do wonder where she is, though. I hate that Phantom Fox. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing, Puffin? Okay, Puffin. Yes, Owen R is back. And his random word of the day is Puffin. I assume that's what he had. Like saying words or names of food. How long after you met your husband did you get into a relationship with him? I mean, technically, I've known him since we were in kindergarten. We lived very close together, and I've known him since he was a small toddler. Well, like in 2008, 7, 8, 9-ish, our friendship grew closer, and then in 2010 we became a couple. Bro, I just got a blast from the past when I recognized what song was playing from the past. In the background. Yeah, it's Animal Crossing winter music. I hope you enjoy it. Would you read a sci-fi book written by AI? If it was as good as a human novel? Yes. I mean, I'm not completely against AI. I'm just against how the system uses it, essentially. Probably not because I want to read something maybe by a human. Yeah, that's also a good stance, but mostly my problem is how AIs are being used for profit margins, and that never ends well. Yeah, human connection is actually very important. Oh, Max Power, since you also like having philosophical debates or discussions with me, are you aware or do you know about the pleasure box phenomenon? As in, there's a video or a comic out there that's called the pleasure box, and it does ask a very important philosophical question about the nature of enjoying stuff, or not lust, but enjoyment, joy, happiness, happy chemicals. Have you guys heard the real Slim Shady X Kahoot music remix? No? The real Slim Shady. I know some kid who I cloned Pokemon for him. I still have some Pokemon of his on my cartridges. His OT, his trainer name was Eminem. Wouldn't AI get used for profit if the bot was sold? No. What they do is they exploit push number go up. There's crypto bots. There's also other scalping bots. I mean, the way you can abuse bots is, unfortunately, there's so many ways. Oh, you haven't heard of it? Let me see if I can find a link to that particular video. I think you're gonna like it. Because it's definitely a good philosophical question. Is it like a VR thing? Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's not an actual real thing. It's more like a comic that where the viewer or the reader asks themselves a important philosophical question about the underlying nature of what would be better if I exist in constant pleasure, but it's like a chemical infusion hooked up to your brain, and you're just dreaming of doing stuff, but you're not actually doing it, or actually going, instead of dreaming, a simulated mountaintop of, I don't know, Mount Everest. Just actually going to Mount Everest is actually more important. That kind of thing. Let me see if I find it. Yes, I have found the video. So, check this link out. He's kind of funny as well, but it's definitely a good video. Alright, Kaiser Karmazin, thank you so much for being part of the stream, and hopefully I will see you soon. Either still tonight, or wait, I gotta do that again, or tomorrow, so all in all, have a good one. My happy chemical is my chemical romance. Pokemon e-reader OST is peak Pokemon, peak. Someone please tell me you listened to it. Yeah, I did, and I'm kind of sad that we never really heard that as Europeans. You know, it just feels like you were missing some crucial memory from your childhood that you should have had. Hey, that's Forsaken. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? No, I still did not get that blue shuckle, but I will not give up. This weekend I'm gonna try again. Yeah, it's a comic indeed. If not, Yana, put Nintendo e-reader Pokemon music. You posted it in the Discord, right? So I'm gonna let that Winter Animal Crossing music play for a little bit. I think maybe at the end we can play some e-reader music. But knowing you're actually at Mount Everest makes a big difference to me. Well, then you would be on the other philosophical camp. There's like two major philosophies, and you would adhere to one. And I would adhere to the other one. I think both are fine. It's just how you define joy. And if you'd rather be in the pleasure box and have fake joy, but it's still joy, then go ahead, I'm not stopping you. I'm scared to go for it myself. That Rock Smash Shuckle, the real hidden treasure of Ground Zero. Yeah, I mean, it is annoying. I definitely need to get that stupid video, battle video method working, because that is gonna make the hunt more efficient and easier. But still, I'm gonna try until I get that stupid Shuckle. Have to see the video to know what camp I'm really... I mean, that is my assumption. My guess is that based on what you wrote, you think Shuckle meat would taste like squid, octopus, or clams? Shuckle is based on barnacles. How does a barnacle taste like? I don't know. maybe more like clams. At this point, the only way for me to get views is to rename my old videos from my old account to Hawk2F. Oh god. Oh, have you seen the, they did a rug pull again with a scam coin. Even Penguin Zero talked about it. Ah, I needed that tea, and this time I didn't die. There's a guy screaming outside again. I don't know why, but that just happened today. Just one guy screaming and screaming and screaming outside. At first I was like, okay, should I call the police or something? Or the ambulance? But it was just silliness. Weird. I know people that got married after a few months of meeting. Okay, that is way too short for me. When we got married, we were a couple for 10 years. I think you should only marry someone who you really know well. Because marriage is a big commitment. That's a very big commitment. Still haven't received my epilogue. I'm really my Game Boy operator from Epilogue. Hey there, Pyre Cinematic Universe. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I may or may not be salt. Aha. Interesting. So you might be, but maybe not. Chill guy, Gyat Mew Hawk to a new search. Oh my god. Should I be ashamed that I understand these words? My brain has made connections to understand these words. By the way, Jan, I made a new note about the vows. Now, when the innocent soul is reborn from hell as an evil spirit that seeks revenge, if the innocent soul got defeated by the person they sacrificed their life for, they will be born again, but that as the innocent soul they were. Oh, so they actually have a chance of salvation is what you're trying to say, okay? John, I think you should search up blue. No, I'm not gonna. Okay, that didn't work. Try that again. I'm definitely not gonna look that up. Nope. I know what that is. You're not fooling me. I've been on the internet long enough. You're not fooling me like this. Penguin, 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 penguin. Yes, okay, penguin. Oh, you mean Pesto the penguin? That is a very good penguin. Wonder the success rate of that, Max. Yeah, me too. Not sure for sake of, I think it depends on their ages. That, and I just in general, I don't think, as a rule of thumb, I don't think it's a good idea to marry someone after only being in a relationship with that person for a couple of months. Ask me anything, ask something only Salt would know. Say or write a word in Italian containing Volbeat? No, that's not really a question. Knee surgery is tomorrow. Apparently it's always tomorrow. That blue Grinch me, that just kind of came out of nowhere, no? Now, it was literally one day I saw it and one day I didn't see it again. And then it's just weird. I mean, I like it. I do like my deep fried nonsensical neo-Dadaist memes. Don't get me wrong, but Du hast is being said on the screen. Yeah, that means you have. Volbeat è il 313esimo Pokémon del Pokédex ed è il mio Pokémon preferito. Okay. It's the 317th Pokémon of the Pokédex, and it's his or my favorite Pokémon, that's what it says. Yeah, that seems to be very salty. Very salt money. Is that a Rammstein reference? No. Just because they do German lyrics is German now automatically a Rammstein reference. Gotta go now. Alright, I wish you a good night or maybe a buonanotte and and I hope that I'll see you tomorrow, so a domani. When you became good friends with your husband, do you think he would be a good potential boyfriend? Or did that come click after? I tend to be really not entirely sure if I truly am demisexual, but I always fell in love with boys who I've befriended before, so looks like I need to have some kind of connection before falling in love with a man. They have a very popular song called Du hast. Ah, yeah, that's true. What it says here in the game is you have a Pokemon on the hook. Du hast ein Pokémon am Haken. Jonah is gay. No. Oh, yeah, true. 313 or 17, my bad. Thank you for correcting me. She likes boys. Yeah, kissing boys is really gay, you know? That's true. All the discussions that we have again. Welcome back, Norai. Still no shiny Feebas. What is this? We need a couple of Fridays for that one, looks like. Before you become good friends, did you not think he was attractive? No, I did. I mean, I always had a fable for boys with glasses, or just men or boys who are very educated and nerdy. I am in the library more than I am at a party kind of person. But it just, you know, I'm very much more into personality and how a person is. Our ace. Not aerial ace. The floor tentacles are droning me. Where does that come from? And now you change your name to Roast Chestnut Owl. Okay. Sure, kind of random, but that's what I expect of you. But where does that come from? Where does that text come from? You keep saying it. Is it a reference to something? Please, Roast Chestnut Owl. I need to know. Error ace as in a romantic? Or a eroticism ace? Is it not that what you mean? I think the latter, no? But if I am incorrect, do please correct me. I shouldn't be talking stupid nonsense on stream without being corrected. So usually women like the strong, athletic, confident type. From my experience, those kind of women they grew up in a bad environment, so they think men like that are the ones that you should desire. But if I look at really confident women, they usually are more like me. they go for men who have stable and caring personalities. Aromantic, okay. No, aromantic, then not really. No romantic nor sexual relationship. I don't like gender. Ah, so you're kind of like a gender abolitionist? Or like in a way pansexual, as in you don't see gender? I mean, everything like that is completely, we are LGBTQ friendly here. But yeah, I'm very well aware that there's a romantic and asexual is a broad spectrum. Don't think it's a bad environment. Even female animals like the strong, assertive males. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call nature in the wild a wonderful environment, because there it is. You can be evil and just kill everyone and then you win. It's not really... I mean, we're kind of more... we have more brain power. We can actually make better environments. Oh, you don't see love. So love is not a thing for you. You've never loved someone. You've never fallen in love. You don't love people. So what do you love then? Oh, you're going to bed, Emo Kid? Alright. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. And hopefully I will see you again tomorrow. So have a good one. Good night. Sleep tight and do not let the bedbugs bite, because you all know that's not really that neat. I think I'll go to bed pretty soon as well. Umbreon. Okay, okay, going with the, I mean, I do that with a lot of people here, just kind of role-playing. So you are role-playing as a Flareon, you said? Okay, then that's okay, but a human in Umbreon, I don't know, that would be weird. Even, for example, the kind of herbivore animals, like strong types. Yes, but that's... nature's pretty brutal. I wouldn't see that as a threshold that we should look up to. I don't think so. If you also look into studies what educated women want and look for in a man, it's usually not that. Maybe as a temporal sex partner, and then that's it. You know, to have a fling. But just in general, a lot of people... A lot of women, if they tend to be successful in life, or they tend to be pretty educated, or they know what they're going for, they don't really go for these athletes. They'd rather go with a sweet, gentle, caring man. Hathaway, What Is Love? I love that song. That's a wonderful song. It's a banger. Flareon attacks me. Oh, the one that always gnaws on you. Even non-brute... I don't think there's even such a thing as a non-brutal animal, maybe. I mean, you've seen the fights that animals, all kinds of animals, have to go through for survival. It's really not a kumbaya world out there, unfortunately. It's pretty much eaten or be eaten. And I don't think we should look and base our values off of wild animals. Oh, that's what this convo reminds you of. Gonna place Flareon next to you, Omni. No, I don't want to get chewed on. Can't we just give him a bone or something? Some chew toy? No, Kinox, the time out was just so that the... I mean, no, just saying F off to you, that is completely... Like, why would you say that? It's not that I don't want you here, that's not true. The timeout has been so that the chat basically isn't filled with that. I'm just sorry, already told you, please refrain from just... I know that you're feeling bad, and I'm not trying to devalue that or just make it come across as if it's not valid. It is. It's just, this doesn't help you, it doesn't help me, and... I mean, I don't want, you know, my viewership, there's a lot of minors here as well. I don't think they should always come across text like that. I mean, what else should I say? You're gonna chew on my gems again? Why do people want to do that? Chewing on so many things here. Omni help? Yes, I'm here. No, it's not that, Kinox. I really don't think that. It's just, if you want to vent, then maybe do it via DM, but not in, like, general on my Discord or in my chats. I'm sorry, you kind of need to see my perspective here as well. Alright, you need my help? Well, how can I help then? Oh, come on, Feebas. Just doesn't want to be shiny for some reason. Alright, trying again. My friends are trying to get me and the girl to like to get together. Think I can help you there? I guess. I don't know. Oh, to like child? Wait, what? I like to, as in make babies? Is that what you mean? No, I've not done Pokemon Colosseum RNG Manipulation, although I am considering it to do that in the future. Yes, I do have to side with Norai here as well. Just doesn't help. I mean, I already gave you a lot of tips and things from my perspective. Maybe a warning before timeout would have been better. Yeah, that's true. As in, they try to make you and a girl become a couple, or more like the deed. Is that what you mean? I hope the girl is not much older than you are. That would be really creepy, and if that's the case, then I'm sorry, I'm gonna be really honest with you, Arch, then no. If she's like 25 or something, and you're 16, no. That's not correct. No, this is not antagonism, Kinox. It just, after a while, it becomes, I have to say, tiresome. And, I mean, at least I'm saying this to you live and just like this, I mean, come on, at least give me that, I'm honest. Just at one point, I just can't help you anymore. It's not helping you either. So you're up for it? I do need a bit more information though, Arch, I have to say. Not an antagonist thing, not everyone will be nice when you vent feelings. Something like this is pushing feelings on others a lot, it exhausts people. I mean, I'm kind of known, I mean, I'm a small YouTuber of course, but people do come here and talk about their feelings, and I do try to help. I am an empathetic person, I would say. And I really do try to help. I've also gone through really dark periods of my life where I was in a, let's say, similar situation where I thought, okay, I'm just gonna end it. And in that aspect, I try to help as much as I can. But I don't think this kind of helps. One point I'm just at my end. Toodles, are you going, Arch? Well then, if you do go, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And hopefully I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I should go for Ribbon Master seeking. Ooh, very daring. I'm kind of scared of Ribbon Master, I have to say. I really have to say I'm kind of scared, but yeah. Definitely Ribbon Master attempts would be a thing that I could do. No, just saying that I get it, my I am bad is just don't answer like this. You know it's not true. I used to have crippling depression, same. I got help, all you need is a therapist. No, you don't push people away, at least not willingly, I know, but just being like this and saying I'm really good at that, that just doesn't help. You need to stop yourself before you type that out loud. Just before you type that or think it out loud. Or say it. And yeah, some people are really, just they don't know how to deal with that, and I don't think you can really be mad at them for that. And someone is feeling down, usually help them if I can, same. Alright, the last reset for tonight, let's see. Please give me a shiny. I also try to help, but then again, this... I mean, I'm telling you what my psychiatrists and my psychologists have told me as well. I was in a phase like this as well. I was just saying, oh, I should have never been born. Why, parents, why did you make me in the first place? Things like that, and it just doesn't help. It's not, I'm not gonna stop worrying about you. I just would appreciate it if you wouldn't, like, do what you did on the Discord today and in the chat just generally. I don't know, is that too much to ask? I'm genuinely asking. Never stop worrying about people. I get upset when others are. Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, that's just having empathy. That's just how it is. But we need more people like this. Being a good person really isn't hard. You just do it. Just be one. Alright, so no shiny unfortunately again. So that means next Friday is gonna be another Feebas Friday Fishing. Let's quickly check where Latios is, because he's still roaming here. I've decided on one myself. I've done ones for Gen 8 and up, but nothing for Gen 3 and up. A proper Ribbon Master, don't decide on who. Well, can I even get a Seeking Ribbon Master? Because Ribbon Master, shouldn't it be a... It has to be a Shadow Pokemon from XD or Colosseum as well. So that wouldn't work. Yeah, too bad, no shiny, but sometimes it just goes like this, and... No, Keenox, no worries, you don't ruin you didn't ruin anything. No worries. And yes, hopefully you do get help, Keenox. Definitely. Alright, so no shiny today, but I also do the streams for the discussions and all that. So as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream, and hopefully I will see all of you in tomorrow's stream when it's time for the Safari Zone. Alright, take care, goodbye, and good night.